Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at... long.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Fighting off the defender. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. It's Russell. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Edwards. He gets it inside the 25. They'll stop him at the 24. Not enough for the first down, and it's a 4th down decision time coming. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, going to the air. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
On the ground, it's Frazier. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is...
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shave the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run, and you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though.
Lets it fly. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Gonna run it. It's Frazier. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
The quarterback had exactly what he wanted there. He had his big fella work in the middle of the field. You thought that was going to be an easy pitch and catch? Not so much. It's a mental error by the tight end. They got to clean that up.
The Bulldogs will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
To the air, it's Russell. Using his legs to buy some time. Hard running there. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Looks like Alabama will pick up the 1st down. 4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard does make me think a little bit more, but dude, I'm going for this. I work on this every single week in practice. I know I get the extra down now, so my 3rd down calls are even different. But 4th and 2, I like the aggressiveness to go get it.
Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll give it to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often. And you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitzing the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. Runs through a tackle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you could see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Finds his man.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
The high crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Moves away as he feels pressure. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Takes the easy completion. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Turning it on. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They've got the screen set up. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
try to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. To throw, it's Russell. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lewis. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown time. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the wideout. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Under 30 seconds to go here in the half. Let's see how they play it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to the air. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown!
This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Defense playing a bail technique. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Moves around to clear up the vision. Let's it fly. It's caught downfield. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. To the air, it's Russell. Keeps looking downfield. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Got a man. It's Adams. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that, but you've got to key on him and at least have two people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Dances away to buy time. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Air Force is currently ahead in this one, but they may need to rev up an F-16 if they want to turn this into a blowout today. They're up by 7 over San Diego State. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Blasted as he lets it go. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Max going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point was good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. dropping back. It's Barnett. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the third quarter. This offense is...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Holds it in on the left. Open spaces. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got the quick pass. He gets it in there for the 2, and they'll chop a couple off that lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
He'll bring it out. It's Young. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. In front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the option. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, in the running game making its presence felt.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
The option look. Makes a man miss. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Young. Fights off a defender. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Motion from the back. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Loss of 16 on the play. Now, a 4th down. Number 32 on to kick it away. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
34, Georgia 8.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. The kick is on its way. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Going right to work up top. The short hands, it's Wilson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Dogs will hustle to the line.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Back to throw, it's Barnett. He lets it fly. Snags it inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
Here comes the two-point try. He's looking to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
That keeps the score Alabama 34.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Set to kick this one away.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
To the air on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Finds his man, it's Young. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads it left. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Gonna look downfield again. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Fires it down the seam. Got it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to throw, it's Russell. Buying some time. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to hang. He splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. UCLA is just getting blown right out of the Rose Bowl today. And while scorned Pac-12 fans might have no problem with that, this will not sit well with that fan base. They're trailing by 14 to USC. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Bears the pressure. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Bulldogs racing to the line in a hurry-up. To the air. It's Barnett. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Finds him out of the backfield. Powers through the defender. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Slings it. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Fires left. He makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Breaks into the open. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
go, folks. One of the most anticipated